Hello, is this Nathan?
Yeah.
Man, I want to thank you for taking a little time out of your day to do.
No problem, man.
Okay, first question. When did you first fall in love with the game of football?
I fell in love with the game in fourth grade. When I was younger, my parents always wanted me to play football, but I never wanted to play flag. And fourth grade was the first year I got to play tackle football, and ever since then I've been in love with it.
And what NFL player did you look up to as a kid, and who would you say you model your game after now?
Growing up, I watched a lot of different guys like Dante Hall, and now I would say I'm kind of like a little bit of Irvin and Deshaun Jackson.
Take me back. Were you recruited much out of high school, and why did you choose West Texas A&M?
Well, I wasn't really highly recruited. My high school probably won like 6 games in my 3 years playing varsity, and we don't have a lot of tradition, so I didn't really get a lot of looks coming out of Lubbock High School. And West Texas A&M is right up the road, and so I see some of my film up there, and they gave me an opportunity, and it was close to home, so that's why I chose West Texas A&M.
And did you expect to start as a freshman there?
I didn't expect to start as a freshman. Matter of fact, the coach told me that I probably wouldn't get any playing time until my junior year, where I enrolled early in the summer, and kind of by being around the guys and working out, I knew that if I put my best foot forward, I would have an opportunity to play.
And can you describe the first moment you stepped on the field there?
Say this again?
And can you describe the first step you stood on the field during a game? First moment.
I was a little bit nervous, you know. WP has a lot of tradition, and it's different from playing on a losing team going to a winning team. So I was a little nervous, but I mean, once I started playing on football, at the end of the day, it's just ball.
And while at West Texas A&M, you received Academic All-American. How much did this mean to you?
It means a lot. My mom has always been on me about my grades since I was a young kid, so I really do it for her more than anything, and just her making me work so hard in the classroom and just giving me that work ethic and made me evolve it into every aspect of my life.
What was the most memorable moment of your college career? Who was the best player you faced?
I would say my most memorable moment was my junior year. We played Colorado State Pueblo in the quarterfinals of the Division II playoffs, and my coach called a flea flicker, and we executed it well, and I caught the ball reverse field and ran all the way in for the touchdown. That was my most memorable moment because that was my best play. And we had lost to them the year before and earlier in the season, so it was great to have a successful game versus them and get the W.
And who was the best player you faced?
I would say the best player that I faced was Carlos Fields from Winston-Salem. We played them in the playoffs also my junior year, and they kind of put it on us, but he was really intense, and he made an impact on their defense, so he's one player that stood out to me.
Can you describe what your strengths and weaknesses are as a player?
I would say my strength as a player is that I'm very elusive and I have great vision. On the field, I can make something out of nothing, and I have some elite speed, and I just feel like no matter what I'm asked to do, I go 100%, and that helps me on the field.
And you were elected to the Medal of Honor Bowl. Can you, what were you trying to prove there?
I was just trying to prove that I can hang. You know, when you come from a smaller school, they always want to say that you had success from lack of competition. So I wanted to go out there and show those guys that it doesn't matter where you come from. If you can ball, you can ball. And
can you describe your pro day, and were you pleased by your results there?
My pro day went well. I put up some personal bests in some of the events, and I felt like I put my best foot forward and letting the scouts know that they're going to have to take a look at me. And I just try to show that I'm a complete athlete, and I feel like I did pretty well.
And what were scouts saying about you? Did you get any feel on which team might sign you?
Can you repeat that?
What were the scouts saying about you, and could you get a feel of which teams showed more interest in you?
The scouts, some of them were talking to me, but I could just tell that they were amazed. They were kind of surprised by some of the things that I was doing. They kept asking me what my results were, like some of them that may not have been watching me at that time. and I saw them opening their eyes a lot. So I kind of felt like I went out there and shocked a lot of them, and they were just like so impressed with me that they were all like, I'm gonna go back and look at the film. And I wouldn't say that there was a team at the pro day that I thought I would sign with, because at the end of the day, I know how it works, and I know how the scouting is a game that you can truly never predict. So I didn't really try to gauge any interest.
And when did you first hear from the Texans?
I talked to the Texans probably 2 weeks before the draft. They called me and said that they liked some of my skills and some of the assets I have as a player, and I started kind of targeting them as a team that maybe I would go to if I went undrafted, or if I would go late in the draft.
And when you're in training camp, what will the Texans be most impressed about you?
They'll be impressed by the fact that I'm going to go 100%, even when it may seem like I should be tired. I'm going to make plays that are going to be amazing to the eye, and I'm just going to do everything I can to try to contribute and make the team.
And which player will you be most interested in meeting?
I haven't really thought about it, honestly. I'm just trying to go in and make the team and do what I can to help put my best foot forward.
And one more question here. Who would you say your favorite music artist is, and your favorite hobby outside of football?
I like a collection of artists, because, you know, you got a different mood. You want to listen to different songs. So, I mean, I like listening to Drake. I like Big Crit. I like Lil Wayne from time to time. You know what I mean? So, it's crazy how, different music, different times. So, I don't have just one particular favorite.
And your favorite hobby outside of football?
Outside of football, really, I'm just a sports fanatic. I love sports. I watch sports all day. Doesn't matter what the team is or the sport. So I love watching sports more than anything.
Oh, man, I want to thank you again for taking a little time, and good luck with the Texans. I'll certainly be rooting for you.